I don't know if you can see me. Can you see me? Okay. So, anyway, whoever gone, it's okay. But this is actually this is actually the next video I'm doing, because something actually went, I don't know, disappeared. I disappeared on you guys. When I start to talk about enlightenment, how to do it, I was doing it, I disappeared. So I don't know why. No, I'm joking. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see me good. Can you see me good? Okay. Okay. So so then the energy also is working on energy is working also on the head, right? So massive, so head was opening and massive energy was coming to my brain, okay, to my head. And when you see like this, for example, bees, right? Bees like doing to the flower. So there was the same thing going on in the head. Bee, 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 bee. Okay. So there was something like this in the beginning, which is like few years, okay. But on the beginning of the process on the head, how it's going on the head, right? So there was like a bee energy, was like G, that's why you see on the Buddha this head with all this like, like a circles, right? So this is actually connected to that, right? So the bee is doing like B, 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 which is not B, but this is energy, right? And when he's doing like this, B, 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 then like I call this ionizing or ionizing, something like this, ionizing, I don't know how to say it, but like a, brain here. And then the massive energy, when this happened, the B, then massive energy came to the head, to the head, which was massive, like this big, huge energy was like coming to head. So sometimes people got, actually what this guy is saying, that he's got pain, because maybe he's got pain because massive energy coming to the brain, okay? And it's so huge, like wild, wide, so cannot go through this channel and cannot go to this channel. So people got problem with thyroid, and people got problem with migraine, right? And they feel like their brain wants to explode because it's so much pain. So it's like this migraine. So this is, but this pain is like when each time when you have it, you want to go to call the emergency because it's so big pain, okay? So, but you don't do this because you know that this is part of the process, and because and I, for example, I saw inside everything what's going on inside, then I could know and I can assure myself that everything is good because this is the process. So when this energy comes from through my brain to, actually there was always problem here, I couldn't breathe, I like sometimes people with Kundalini, they have big necks because they breathe a lot. And then, for example, in yoga Kundalini, you get this breath, and you have to do like this deep breathing, but this is because of this energy coming, so this is like a preparation, they do preparation, but this is how this you have to breathe like this. So you have to push this energy from the head because you got big pain. You want to push it through your throat chakra because you got pain, and you can almost can be like you cannot have breath even, what I mean, because that can even, I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. It's so big, this energy is so big, and it's coming through your neck, and you have to breathe like so. And that's why you got this Kundalini yoga, and then you got this movement in Kundalini yoga. You see, because someone Kundalini yoga, how become Kundalini yoga? Because someone has Kundalini awakening, right? And they put all the movements of the Kundalini, what the Kundalini is doing with the body, and they put it in the notes. And right now we got Kundalini yoga because someone had this, right? So when there's energy coming from the cosmos, going to your brain, right, doing like di, then going through, but this is like process few hours. It's like when it's doing this, when Kundalini was doing this, I'm like, okay. So I knew that I got like few, maybe 5 hours gone, and I got like maybe 2 days gone until my everything goes through, you know what I mean? All this process. So yes, thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, thank you. So this energy, for example, goes through, and when it's going through this, you can have problem with breathing. That's why it's very good to breathe to your stomach when you breathe to your stomach, and then the energy, when the energy goes through to the body, then you got release. Then you feel good. You know, feel good, right? And and after that, what happens? Then you have more light in your body, right? Lots of more light in your body. Then you start to write something. Then you start to create. Then you start to paint. Then, for example, in my experience, I started to writing poetry about God, about life, and this was like automatic. I don't have to think about it. Even sometimes, whatever I write on Facebook, that's why I never wrote the book, because everything is like spontaneous. Whatever comes to me, I just write, right? So poetry in Polish usually, you know, and then I got like I have to paint, and I have to move my hands with painting. So I was not painting with the brush, to put my hands in the paint, and I was doing all kinds of movement because this energy wants to move, right? So I was singing. I got this spontaneous singing, like or I have to start, like, for example, um, I have to start like singing, like and all kinds of things, these voices, and this actually is healing voice. And all of you have this healing voice. And the most healing voice for you, it's your own voice. So for example, because I'm talking about this, so I can tell you this. For example, when you're laying down in your bed, you can start singing or talking to yourself in like this soft voice, or start to talking light language, like Hashinama Selakian Kuadakasina Yakanua. Ayukuna kana sinakari kona kiana kana. Ayokana sonoma kanama. Ayokana sinama kiana kana. Ayukuna kasinuma karekana sinuwakaya. Oyukuaya kasinuma. Halakena. Ayukuna hasinama kiarekonoa. Ashunumakia sinamakia. Ayokonomakia. Atunumakia sinamakia rikinuakina. Ayokonomasena. Ayokonomakia sinapiwa. So, you can start speaking your own language, which is light language. And this light language is your healing energy for your body to heal yourself. Okay? This the same with voice, with like singing, okay, and the same with speaking, like you speak to yourself. Everything is healing for you, okay? So everything showed, this energy showed me what to do with my body. So for example, when I have this back pain and my energy, which is this kind of like this light was working, but there was light gold, was working on my back, yeah. It's going like this, right? So in the same time, you can say Hopo'ono to yourself, which is to yourself, I love you. I am sorry that I wasn't there for you before, which is for you. Please forgive me that I wasn't there for you. And thank you for being with me, which is you, right? And when you say this affirmation, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. This light in you is working even actually, it's happy. This light is happy that you're saying this, and it's working actually for your own good, okay? So you can do this, and then you can heal yourself. So everything what I'm telling you, everything is from this light. Everything is from this light. And all this knowledge which I'm like posting on Facebook spontaneously, everything is from this light. So when you start to have all this clearing in your body, then I will tell you, I will actually read for you from someone who had this, who put actually this in the book, Biology of Kundalini, and her name is Yana Dixon, and she put all these actually symptoms in very nice way. So I can read it for you, so you can listen, and if you have all these symptoms, then you can suspect that you can have Kundalini and you don't know about it, right? So it's like this: muscle twitching, cramps, spasm, shaking, trembling, limpness, rigid contraction, facial contortion, itching, vibrating, pricking, tingling, bliss, tingling in the left foot and leg is one of the main signs that Kundalini is active, but tingling everywhere, and hot and cold changes in the body temperature. For example, you got like hot back, like you can feel like a fire in your back, for example, right? Shaking of your body, shooting current of energy or heat, like in the body, the energy is going one direction to different direction. Zigzag or double helix of energy up the spine. Prana flow in the central nervous system, which I told you about. I was thinking that it's like a parasite. Pulsating sensation in the sacrum. Involuntary laughing or crying. That's what I was have. Like some people, they think I'm crazy, but this is like you got like spontaneous laughing or like crying. I don't know if I had. Maybe I had some crying, yes, but crying, this is different history, so I will tell you one day maybe. Abdomen, because I couldn't even cry when I was younger. When I started crying, I was happy. I was like so strong that I couldn't even cry. But when I started crying, I was like, oh, finally I'm crying. But anyway, involuntary laughing and or crying. Deep sighs. Abdomen may flatten towards the spine. Okay. Contraction of visceral organs. And then purging or constipation, bad digestion, chin may press down like this, against the neck lock posture. So you got some kind of like lack of the body, like in one position, like, I was like in position like this for like 3 days and I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. And the energy was like working, and I could see inside how energy was working, so I was not bothered. I just saw the energy was working, but I was like this position, and I have to lie down in bed, right? So for example, if I went to the bathroom, I was going to the bathroom in this position. Okay. Chin may press down, so there was like lots of that. Eyeballs roll upwards or rotates. That you get feeling that your eyeballs are going around in your eyes. Eyelids may not open. So I had this always, constantly in the morning. I couldn't open my eyelids. I couldn't open my eyes at all. I was like 2 hours I had to wait until I opened my eyes because the energy was working and was doing something around here about my third eye, you know. Left eyelid flicker, then towards the end of the awakening, the right eye may flicker. Tongue rises to the roof of the mouth or stretches back. So this is, I got this constantly, okay? Put my tongue up all the time, and this is like it's when you have, for example, Kundalini activation, this tongue up, when you put tongue up, or if you don't have Kundalini activated, you can put your tongue up, and this relax your body, okay? So the same when I was talking with Todd Medina about putting some wooden spoons or something and do it like this, the same thing. But when you put like tongue up, this actually relax your body, okay? And repeat. Body may twist all directions, of course. Body may twist all directions. Body may bend forwards or back. So body is going back or this direction, you know. Or roll around the floor. You see, that's what I was talking about, that I was flying around the floor. Spontaneous asanas and mudras, which is like our body move, all this hands movement, right? And body postures. Breathing, constriction, heaviness or contraction of diaphragm. I'm reading this in English from Jana Dixon, okay, because she knows English better than me and she wrote the book about this, so I'm reading this from. But I had most of those spontaneous the symptoms I had in my experience. Unusual breathing patterns, tendency to belly breathe. So, for example, empathic out breath. So, for example, when Kundalini is awakened, automatically we start to breathe to the stomach, okay? And racing heart, expansion of pains in the heart. So, feeling some people think that they have like heart attack or something because the energy is here on the heart chakra and they got this pain here and they think they have heart attack, for example, but this is Kundalini working on their heart chakra, okay? Feeling of levitation or intensified levitation, especially in the beginning. You got always this, you always think that you are levitating. Radical grounding and associated lethargy and chronic fatigue. That's what I had. Body sense might expand to feel huge or small, and this I had also constantly. Strange aches and head pressure. This is, of course, headaches, clenching jaw. If you wanna do like this, you know, like this movements, you know. I have to show you everything. So, yawning, excessive sleep, that you sleep a lot, you see. Inability to sleep during hyper activation. So, for example, in the beginning, actually, for many years, I couldn't sleep because this energy was working all the time on me. So I couldn't totally sleep. Because if the energy is working on you, how can you sleep if it's doing something like in your body, like and he's working all the time on you? So how can you sleep? You cannot sleep. So I felt like I have baby, and I just gave birth to baby, and I have this baby in my home, and I have to always watch it, you know. So the same with Kundalini, you have to always watch it, and Kundalini wants you to be awake so you can observe what Kundalini is doing and you go through process with Kundalini and you clearing everything by Ho'oponopono. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. For example, the past life or something came up and Kundalini is clearing, but Kundalini wants you to know, wants you to be awake so you can learn, because she's a teacher for you. So you can learn everything, right? Inability to sleep during hyperactivation. And hyperactivation for me was all the time, for many years. Okay. Hyperactivity, need to constantly walk or exercise. I was walking all the time. Dry throat, yes, I have it, still have it. Great thirst, I still have it. Feeling headlessness, mindless, giddy heaviness of head, like one is wearing a helmet. So that's what I got this experience too. Build up a pressure at the head, neck, spine, thorax, and eyes. Paralysis during samadhi or hypnagogic states. Numbness and pain in limbs, especially the left foot and leg. Numbness on the left scalp and down into the left face, with dropping of the left eyelid. Years of pain in the throat, thyroid, or in the left foot or skin prior to the awakening. Loss of strength in the arms during rupture or heart expansion. Psychokinetic interference with electrical equipment. So everybody knows this, right? Smell of roses or peaches emanating from the skin. Yeah, there's next. Inner vision. And light, flames, geometric shapes. I see always geometric shapes around me. And then I can talk to you about these geometric shapes and what is it. Visions of deities and saints. Like I got the feeling the Jesus, Babaji was with me, Ramta, who else? Jesus, Babaji, the most, Ramta, Buddha. So I got all these people around me all the time. Also, Then we got inner sounds. Sometimes, for example, you are going to sleep or something and then you get something in your head. Boom! And you're like looking, where is it? But this is in your head. Inner sounds, celestial music. Sometimes, for example, I was hearing celestial music, and you know what I did? I got some instrument that I can hear. I can actually put this instrument and I can hear this deeper dimensional music. So I was walking because I was listening to this celestial music, and even if I was on Kauai, when I went outside and I was watering my flowers in my garden, I was like listening, and there was like I'm hearing the music, like celestial music, like the mouth my flowers and my vegetables are singing. And also in the morning when I was waking up in Kauai, I was listening that all the voices, which is like the sounds of the birds, all the animals and everything outside of my house, like those chickens and everything in outside, they was doing their own music, but in my mind, in my brain, I was hearing the celestial music. There was from their music, there was celestial music on the other dimension, which is there was their music. You know what I mean? So that was very interesting. Okay, bird sounds, animal sounds, buzzing or humming in the airs. This is always. Sometimes I got in my air, even right now I'm like, I got like when I stand up or something, there is like a and something like this happened. Inner voices, spontaneous mantras. I got this too. Speaking in tongues, which is like light language, and foreign languages. Smell of perfume arise, transcendental visions, You can see all kinds of vision. Everything illuminated, scintillating, vibrating dreams and vision in transcendental vision. Atom bomb dreams, temporary loss of eyesight. Okay. Then we go into the next steps, which is to the emotional side, which is like a lot of people don't understand about this, and and a lot of people, they didn't know what's going on to me because I was love with no object arise, and people think that I love them, like I am in love with them, but I got this love in me. When Kundalini awaken, you get this, you feel this love, this tremendous love in you, and you feel the bliss, and then you feel peace. You have this peace in you. Nothing is, later, maybe when you are like, later, if you want to be more human, then you go to like, you want to have emotions, blah, blah, blah. But you're doing this like so you can be in the human world, you know what I mean? But you don't have to do this. For example, I choose to have emotions so I can be like everybody else. I don't want to be different, you know what I mean? So sometimes I do these emotions and I go into this emotional state. So I'm a Cancer, so you know how the Cancer is. Cancer works with their emotions since it's little. So Cancer knows how to heal emotions, knows how to teach how to heal emotions, and Cancer is everything about the emotions, okay, and feelings. So for example, I am double Cancer, so I get double feelings, double everything. That's why I can feel everything, and I can feel each person, what kind of emotions they have and everything, right? So, but anyway, so love with no object arise, devotion, sublime gratitude that you are alive, that you can live, that you can experience everything. Uncommon compassion and understanding. So, for example, people think I'm stupid because I have so much understanding for people because I can see totally bigger picture, and they think I'm stupid. But I'm seeing bigger picture, and I feel compassion for those people, and they even talk about me behind my back and something, but I know everything. But I still have compassion because they just don't know, right? Tolerance and patience for what is, which is surrender to everything, right? Surrender. If it's strong energy, surrender. You don't have to do anything. Enormous enormous faith accompanies the bliss. Transcendence of reactive patterns, social conditioning, and egoic habits. There is arise. Intense sexual arousal with provocation. Intensified sexual and sensual pleasure. Intensified sexual and sensual pleasure. Feeling of gaseous bubbles arise from reproductive organs. Champagne pelvis, nie wiem co to jest, I don't know what is it. Feeling of radiating ambrosial bliss, an aura of nectar. Heat, sweat, that's normal. Strange activity and bliss in different areas of head and different times, yes. Sensation of blissful honey moving through brain, spine, and connecting heart to other parts of the body. Moving through brain and spine and connecting heart to the other parts of the body. Honey. Yeah. I have it now, even right now. Traveling bliss or pervasive bliss, rapture, spontaneous sexual ecstasy with no stimulation, increased ESP, precognition dreams, telepathy, biolocation of loved ones through heart's navigation, alchemical preparation for future unknown events. Okay? Translocal trans-time, development, linear time transcendent, feeling of entire life reaching a nexus point in time, heightened senses, hypersensitive. I went to the neurologist and he told me that I am extra, extra, extra sensitive, hypersensitive, field of self wideness, and he told me nothing wrong with you, but you are extra, extra, extra sensitive. Field of self widens, like you feel like you are wide, you are like huge. Peripheral awareness increases, exquisite awareness of one's environment and others. Listen to this, exquisite awareness of one's environment and others. Ability and to this, for example, if I am connected with someone in Facebook or in person, I can see very quickly about emotion, what this person is thinking, how is what's going on in life of this person. You can know everything quickly. Ability to affect energetic states and promote health expansion in others via sympathetic resonance. So, for example, if I want to change people's lives, I go into love, peace, right? And this energy expands, and this energy actually goes to other people bodies, and they transform. This energy is transformed. So, for example, if someone is telling me that why do you need guru, so this is why you need guru. The guru is working on very quietly, okay? And actually, guru supposed to have guru. You don't have idea, some of you, like guru works. Guru is working all the time. So, for example, if people say, "Oh, you don't need guru," but if you have guru, this guru with his energy, he actually has to do the work to become guru, right? Someone who become guru, he has to do the work. That's why he is guru, right? So he spent tremendous amount of time to become who he is right now, okay? So if you don't want to give credit to guru, that you don't give credit to yourself. Guru is you. Guru is you too. So if you're gonna cherish guru, then you're gonna cherish yourself. This is how you cherish guru. This is how you cherish yourself. So cherish guru. Because I'm saying this to some people because you say, "Oh, you don't need guru." How you become that who you are right now? You become that because you had guru. You have to find guru. You read some books some guru wrote, right? You didn't become enlightened because it just happened to you. You had this knowledge from someone, okay? So give credit to guru and stop talking that you don't need guru, okay? Because you need guru. And even I tell you why you need guru, okay? You need guru because, for example, if guru has active Kundalini, he's working all the time on you and you don't even realize that. And you don't give credit to guru, but he's working on you and he's expanding you and you don't even know that. He's transforming your whole life and you don't even know that, but you can feel it. So you need to give credit to guru. Yeah, you need to give credit to guru. Yeah. I don't say like you have to like cherish guru because the guru is more important than you. But if you are kind, you are cherished guru too. And this guru, for example, who's got Kundalini awakening, he, with his energy, he's working on this energy, he's working all the time to be in the state of higher consciousness, right? So he is actually expanding consciousness of other people. No, not the guru, because not guru is not working. This is his body. The energy in him is doing it. Yeah, but energy in him is doing it, but because of that he cannot do anything else because he's doing it. So he is actually doing this with his body, because in his body is the energy which the energy can manifest through his body, through his actually body. So the body is important, that it's a temple, God's temple. The guru is important, and the Kundalini insight is important. Everything is important, Everything is important. So when someone is saying, oh, don't cherish guru, but because of guru, there is a higher consciousness on the earth. Because of the guru. And he doesn't have to do anything, he just sits. But with his energy and what he produced until now, because he is doing this job all the time, he's got a massive amount of energy. With this energy, when he sits, heals other people and heals many surrounding actually neighborhoods. This energy. And people transform. So don't tell me that you don't believe in guru. I don't believe in guru like when they want to sell you something and they just want to But really guru is really guru, and he can help you, he can expand your consciousness, he can transform you, and you don't even know it. Okay? So cherish guru, because when you cherish guru, then you cherish yourself. Okay? So this is all the symptoms for the Kundalini. Okay? What else do we have? Listen to the music, right? Listen to the music, 5 to 8 frequency music. Unlike your codons, okay? Music unlike your codons, because you got codons in your body, right? And you got so many codons, but you can unlock more codons in your body. When you unlock more codons in your body, then you have more awareness, more consciousness, and this you can do it through music too. Okay? For people, English-speaking people, if you want to start working with this energy, you can buy the book. It's called I Am Discourses. Okay? I Am Discourses, Saint Germain. You can say affirmation, I am great connection with God. I am pure divine love. Yeah? And you become that. The more you're saying, the more you become that. For example, each thought, this is what I was talking about, these symptoms. Then you can see geometric forms. So each thought is geometric form. So whatever you say, this is geometric form. I am love, I am whatever, I am love, I am peace, right? So this is all the geometric forms, and whatever you say, this is actually, you're taking this energy up from the universe, for example, and this energy is coming to your aura, and this energy is coming inside your body, and then you have more of this shape, sacred geometric forms in your body, and these sacred geometric forms, it's shaping your body and your mind and everything, okay? So whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you speak, and whatever you do, everything, this is three things, Trinity. Whatever you think, whatever you speak, and whatever you do, this is Trinity, okay? And this is Trinity, okay? And this Trinity, when it's one, you think and you speak, and the spirit goes to the universe and it's created for you. Okay? Whatever you want. But has to be everything thought and words, and your feeling has to be aligned with that, right? Okay. Very important thing, you need to align to your spirit. If you want to align to your to your spirit, you need to surrender to the spirit. Okay. So we got all kinds of symptoms with this energy. And in the beginning, I forgot to tell you, in the beginning of this, when this starts, that you got this kind of like a seals, big seals around your body, right? And this seals, this energy actually went. W każdym razie, those seals in the body, there's like few seals. I don't know, maybe I remember like there was one, 3 or 4, I don't remember exactly, but there was like 3 or 4 seals, big seals all on the body that this energy was taking out from the beginning, okay? And then when this energy actually, those seals are, this is like a patches, like somebody patch you, with something, like a patch put on you, and then you got this patch on your body. So this actually energy is cleaning, and then you got more consciousness coming to you, okay? So the more energy works on you, there is more consciousness working on you, okay? So what I was gonna say, so about this energy, the most important is to surrender to energy, because energy knows everything what to do. For example, if I am staying in this room and there is something going on in this different apartment, different condominium next, if there is something like people are fighting or like screaming or something, this energy from me is going over there, doing something around them, and then come back to my body, okay? The same like when I'm walking and this energy is going somewhere and clear something and come back to me, okay? For example, when I'm sleeping with someone, okay, or next to me in the hotel or something, someone is sleeping in my room, then this energy goes and clears this person. For example, if I had a boyfriend, right, the energy, I couldn't even sleep with my boyfriend in one bed because the energy was non-stop working on my boyfriend, so I couldn't sleep. So I said to him, listen, you have to have your own bedroom because I cannot sleep. Because energy was working and was transforming him. So when the energy does this, so when energy is working on you or working on some other people, you are like in working. This feels like work. You have to observe everything and then you see what the energy is doing. So for example, like do you remember like people like they saying that someone is like under your skin, like some devil or something? So this is energy, Kundalini energy, and then you got those shaking, and people think that you got devil, but some actually you got the God in you, but you clearing other people, which they have like negative energy in them. So that's why you got those shaking. So you see people like they don't understand what all this, stories, old stories, what they were saying. So there's like lots of I got all kinds of information for you. So this I'm gonna be finished because I'm talking very long time, but I got all kinds of information how the energy works inside the body. How this works, how this is connected from the outside world, how it's connected to your thoughts, how it's connected to the universe, how you connected with the universe, how many chakras you have above, for example. Like you got like one chakra here, then you got another chakra higher, then you got maybe 10 feet higher than you, and then when you get another chakra when it's the sky, and there's another chakra higher, and then it's another chakra connected to the like central sun, and to the universe. And then this is, you go inside and you got the same chakra. So if someone is telling me, oh, I don't need chakras or something, we don't need chakras. Chakras are the vortexes, but chakras are your connection to the space and time. Because of the chakras, you are connected. You are sitting in the earth. You can be here. You know what I mean? Because if you will have no chakras, then you will be not you. Okay. So you need chakras, okay? But you don't need to clean your chakras. Your Kundalini, when it's awakened, the Kundalini will clean your chakras. You don't have to clean your chakras. What you need to do only clear your mind. When you have clear your mind, the more mind is clear, you are closer to connection to your Kundalini. When your mind is clear and you love yourself more, then you are closer to awaken Kundalini. The secret to awaken Kundalini is love to yourself. So the more you love yourself, the more you will understand other people. And you will understand that other people are you too. Whatever you do to other people, you're doing this to yourself. And I tell you one story, okay? I was on Mount Shasta with my friend, Glenn. That was not too long ago, okay? And Glenn wrote the book. You can see my friend Glenn. He wrote the book, but I don't have it here, so I cannot show you. But he wrote a beautiful book. But anyway, so we went to Mount Shasta with my friend Glenn, and then we went to Mount Shasta with my other friend Andrew. And there was like a labyrinth, right? And in labyrinth, he said to us, like, take something with you to this labyrinth, right? So it's gonna manifest in you, right? And I'm like, and you're gonna leave it there. So I don't know. I said, what about? I didn't know what to take, And I got like 2 fruits or something. I got 2 fruits. I got 2 apples. I don't remember even what was it, but I had like 2 apples. That was like 5, 6 years ago. I went there, something like this. I don't remember, 4 years ago. But I said, if I wanna leave something there, so I got 2 apples, and I'm like, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna leave the better apple for me, and this one, which was like going a little bit bad, I'm gonna give it to there, Listen to this. And I was going through the labyrinth, and I'm like doing like this. This Mount Shasta didn't teach me anything. That was last day, and I'm like, they didn't teach me. These masters from Mount Shasta, they didn't teach me anything. Look at this. And then I'm going to this labyrinth, and through this labyrinth we are walking slowly, and each like step we have to like do mantras and affirm something, and we are going slowly through this labyrinth, okay? And when we went back to the center of the labyrinth, we put this thing, which is, I put this apple, which was not so good apple, and I put it there, and my friend said to me, so whatever we leave here, that's for us to manifest. And I was like so embarrassed that I took this bad apple, I did take this good apple, you know what I mean? So that was like a teaching for me from Mount Shasta, that I want to give some like this to this labyrinth, because I know this is like on the mountain, nobody is gonna use it, nobody. Yeah, but that was for me, and I like took this apple, and I'm like later, oh my god, I'm so stupid. I took this apple, but there was like all this praying and everything was for me, and I took this bad apple to this labyrinth, you know what I mean? And I was like thinking, and I'm like, oh my god, this Mantrasta teachers, master, they teach me something. So never, if you got two apples, don't give the apple, the bad apple, to someone. Give it to yourself. But I was doing this always. But to this labyrinth was something different. I was like, there's no people. This is like labyrinth, you know? So I'm like, this is not person. But I was doing this to myself. You know what I mean? So this is like a metaphor. So whatever you give, this is you give it to yourself. You're giving to yourself. So the same with love, the same with peace, with your all emotions. Whatever you give it to somebody, you're doing this to yourself. Okay? So this is very important. So I was like on Manchester for 1 week, nothing teaching, nothing happened, but the last day, this is what happened. And I was like so like embarrassed on the like end of this labyrinth, because I didn't took from the car this good apple, because everything I was walking with this mantra supposed to be for me, for my own good and everything, and then I took this other apple, you know what I mean? So it's very important, whatever you give it the best of you, the best of you, okay? Because it always come back to you, always come back to you, okay? So this was my teaching from my Manshasta, okay? So anyway, Kahani, my beautiful people, I have to, I cannot sit here anymore. I wish you all the best. I will be talking more in English, so you can learn more about me, and I like to joke a lot. I hope you understand my English, and I hope I hope also you understand that I have a lot of joy in me. Saint Germain has a lot of joy in him, and I am like that too. I have lots of joy. And for example, if I'm teaching or I'm saying about my experience or saying some stories about my experience, I want to say it in positive, like sometimes joking way, not be so serious about it, because the life doesn't have to be serious. Even what happened to you, whatever happened to you, doesn't have to be so. That was happened, and you don't have to think about it anymore. That, oh, there was pain, or here. The best way be like joyful about it. So you will feel better, right? And for example, Kundalini wants you to be joyful. Kundalini wants you to be joyful, because this joy creates your life. If you're gonna be miserable, or you're gonna be sad, or you're gonna be like fearful, or you're gonna be like full of like these negative emotions, what you're gonna create? You're gonna create this. So think positive, and the moment you wake up in the morning, start to think positive, if you're negative. But if you're like normal, you're really not negative, not positive, it's okay. But if you are like going and complaining, and especially in these times, like a lot of people like need this joy, right? Everybody needs this joy. And right now, energy manifests very quickly. So when we're gonna be all joyful and we start to control our mind, that's actually we're gonna manifest for all of us a beautiful life. Because if we all start to control our mind, there will be no war, there will be no other negative stuff in politics or whatever is happening right now in the world. Everything is connection to our mind. Whatever is in our mind, this is what's happening in the world. So when we start to control our mind, there will be beautiful world, right? I am surrounded by beautiful people. I have a beautiful world in my life. Yes. Starts with mantras. And these mantras, little things. Positive thoughts, mantras, affirmation, positive. This creates beautiful life. If we want more love, we need to give more love. Yeah? If we want more love, we need to put hands up and we say, I am pure divine love. And this energy will come to you and will come more and will come more and will more. And then you will feel it even on your hands, that you will feel it. You will feel this love that's coming to you. So, I'm sending you much love. Ah, my beautiful people, I'm sending you much love, lots of love, lots of love. And lots of beautiful, peaceful energy, lots of blessing for you. I wish you all the best, and I wish you all the higher consciousness, and I wish you all controlling your mind. And I love you so much. And see you next video. Bye.